Recommended for level 40 plus. I try to make this as honest of a playthrough as possible by only leveling the new guys to 40, so we'll see how this goes. I'll time it for the hell of it. It wasn't an event, you'll say that as much? How to compare to like PAX or anything like that? The old docking bay. Hopefully not a space docking bay. Free world record height. Pretty much. Now, there's no good way to like do the scoring on this. It's not like new game. You can't go new game into nightmare, unfortunately, because that would be pretty sick. If you could play like a hard mode of this game, like straight out of the gate. Mighty is the closest you can do. Nightmare would have been awesome, though. I don't think any of these dudes actually have a
Seriously?
teleport.
No welcoming committee? Scans were right. We've got ourselves a ghost ship. Hold on. Some weird energy readings just popped up on my map.
So I haven't even like played with these guys whatsoever yet.
Better clear this junk out of the way.
I unlocked them and that was it. This is actually kind of interesting.
Let's see what's behind door number 2.
Moon Knight's flight is totally different from anyone else's.
Everyone, take cover.
And it doesn't use any energy points, at least. Sekircon, so not sure.
Looks like there's only one way
Bunch of
out.
people who don't know what deodorant is. Yeah, that sounds like a sounds like a Faxies.
Bridge is falling apart.
TwitchCon.
Easy to save for the
That's fun though.
ridiculous boot jets.
Kind of goes with the territory.
I should have stayed on the ship.
Dude, the group standing in the middle of walkways. I can totally sympathize with that. Alright, I think Morbius is going to be like the primary damage dealer here. Oh, now he's triggered.
So that you must pay.
These Krieg goons ain't going down easy.
Black Shadow characters are infected. Holy damage! Look at this shit. I like it. Okay, that's pretty good. Crescent Strike. Well, this is actually going to be pretty fun.
This universe will be on your hands, Guardians. So I will gladly
Man, I
pour
wish you could
blood
play
on
this
mine.
like difficulty straight out of the gate. If they had balanced it for like all of them. Punisher is bleeding so hard.
Thanos raised us to hate each other, Nebula. But it doesn't have to be that way anymore.
I don't know. Thanos didn't teach me nothing, and I still hate this lady.
Alright, my god. Punisher did nothing.
Idiots.
Whatever the Kree are hiding on this ship, it must be very important if Nebula is involved.
But if their trap was not meant for us, then who was it?
Oh, I guess we're just gonna stand in the walkways now?
Hope we never have to find out.
Oh man, that is so frustrating. Yeah, I get that in like New York City when I visit. You can always tell when there's like
Source for tracking should be right past whatever the heck that thing
tourists basically outside of like every door, Grand Central.
Think they are tough. How amusing.
Just standing there checking
Smash the
phones,
core computer and the barriers
like
should
right in the
protect
middle of the doorway. That is one of my pet peeves as well. Alright, let's see what.
Now things
Punishers actually got here.
Let us into now.
Danger and chaos. Two of my favorite things.
Oh, okay. That's his, That's really freaking cool. Oh my god. Getting bodied with blade. Come on. Yo, Code, how's it going? How'd I get the new characters? It's the DLC for this.
That's over.
It's $20 for like the season pass for
Final destination's right on the other side of this door.
3 expansions. There's an X-Men one coming out, and there's some like Fantastic Four related one later on too. There's a gauntlet mode you actually have to play through to unlock them, which was alright. It took like an hour and a half, like casual play the last week.
Space from being ripped asunder. But you Guardians had to barge in and expose us all to those who will ultimately bring our destruction.
That's insane. That totally does sound like something we should do. Oh, watch out for that one.
Ultimates are a little bit weak. I thought that would actually finish them. The nice thing on this run is I won't have to worry about leveling these guys because they're pretty much already what they're going to be at level 40.
The fruit tank was that?
Yeah, you got to go into that separate thing code. There's actually like a separate tab for Nightmare, or not Nightmare, for the DLC. Holy! This boy's pissed off after losing twice in the MCU.
Stop fighting for just a minute. We might be able to find a way to fix this.
Damage is already done. Our location has been discovered. There is only enough time left to die with honor. And I will make certain that you go first.
Ooh, that was a mistake.
We can help you fight them.
He's clearly not a team player, Gamora. Let's show him what he's missing.
Holy shit! Oh, I'm so dead. Hold on, maybe I can actually regen some health here. This guy's got more magnetic attraction than Magneto here. No fucking way. Actually bit it. Damn, that's insane. This is harder than the actual like ultimate difficulty. I don't think I actually wiped on any of that shit before. I'm also not using like an optimal team here. All these DLC dudes do not really synergize together. Not to mention like 3 of them are all ranged. They're primarily ranged seemingly. They don't have any good stagger attacks, which is still the name of the game.
Oh, watch out for that. Couldn't even block it.
That Punisher sniper shot, that was a shitload of damage. Holy crap. Oh, first gauntlet, yeah, you don't get anything. The other ones, there's like 4 other gauntlets right after that, and that's where you get it. Yeah, even his like stagger kind of sucks. Not his stagger. He doesn't even deplete the stamina bar whatsoever. The other dudes do.
The fruit tank was that?
It's too late. The Kree sacrificed thousands of brave souls. Together
Dude, these
they
guys got to
will
get out of there. The computer's just like eating it.
the forces of oblivion. And this, it seems, shall be our last.
So am I.
Perhaps this is a misunderstanding.
If we could stop fighting for just a minute, we might be able to find a way to fix this.
The damage is already done. Our location has been discovered. There is only enough time left to die with honor. And I will make certain that you go first.
Whoever you're afraid of, Ronan, we can help you fight them.
He's clearly not a team player, Gamora. Let's show him what he's missing.
Oh my god, give me one more. So close. Alright, there you go. Damn, they give you a shitload of shield points for this too. 1,029? That's not bad. I think Nightmare Mode might actually be impossible with like the regular stuff they give you.
No cell can hold us.
Although if it's balanced for level 40, that's
Guardians,
different by itself too.
we've got to repair this terminal if we want to restore power to this dump.
Like if it was balanced for your guys being like level 1 right there. I feel like they take into account that you probably already have like all the alliance enhancement crap
Now can we finally get out
if they're
of
going to be
here?
hitting like that.
What did I tell you?
Main team synergizes quite well. Who are you using, Code? God, look at that. The synergy on the sniper rifle shot is the best thing. I like that they put these Diablo 3 style effects in though. That shit's really cool to me.
Old-fashioned cell block brawl to make me feel right at home.
It's weird they kind of underdeveloped all these characters though in terms of actually being good. Like their skill sets do not correspond to what works in this game like effectively at all. They could still be fun to play, but be a lot of work just using them by themselves. You think they would synergize a little bit better with each other?
Any notion of where in the universe we are? No idea. But the other prisoners look strangely human-ish. I am Groot. I hear you, buddy. This sure brings back some memories, don't it?
Moon Knight feels good otherwise though. Ooh, that's sick. He's got his like a little rushing guile flash kick attack. That looks really cool.
Next time you teleport us across
That's a really good gap closer a lot of characters don't actually have.
instead.
Because the raft is reserved exclusively for the worst criminals our planet has to offer. Which makes me wonder, what were you guys doing in there?
It's a long story.
That's kind of cool. You can aim this shit. Deadpool, Wolverine, Venom, and Spider-Man. I respect that. Yeah, the Venom Fang is so freaking good in this game. that's like one of the... Oh my god. They're just gonna keep respawning each other. Alright, that's a pretty diesel super. Those barrage attacks still blow. I don't know if they'll ever actually rebalance this game properly to make range viable for speedrun or anything else. Doesn't seem like it. Surprised Morbius actually made the cutoff.
Then let's stick together and get out of here.
Did not expect that whatsoever.
Wait up.
This way. And don't forget to close the door behind us.
It's not that I'm complaining, but shouldn't a prison have, you know, guards?
Yeah, something's definitely not right here.
You don't know the half of it. Ah, finally, some fresh air. Those cells smelled worse than Rocket's bunk.
In case you hadn't noticed, his whole body's made of sand. Hitting him is useless. It's working. He's solidifying. This may be our only chance to stop him.
Might as well pop it.
To be fair, Sandy never had the best taste in friends.
Damn, for being like a level 40 mode, I feel like it's definitely not balanced around that. Ooh, that slam attack did a rip of damage.
I've been picking grains of you out of my coffee for weeks after this.
Oh, Morbius actually has true flight. That's good. He's probably the best one to use that for moving throughout the levels. I should be able to nuke Sandman next time he's stunned with the ultimate attacks. There we go. Should be pretty close. Nice, nice. Didn't have to deal with all the trash there. Deadpool, Gamora, Captain America, and Hulk. I use a very similar team to that for like the higher difficulties. Pretty much just sub Deadpool for Iron Fist.
Which is probably why we're in this mess in the first. We had and those. Was that the Green Goblin circling the control tower? No telling the damage that maniac could do if he gains access to the raft security systems.
You should be able to reach the control tower from here. If you can avoid triggering the defense system, you should be fine.
What good are all these fancy weapons if they're turned off? Here, let me help you with that.
Ooh. Oh my god. There you go.
Must have been a clearance sale on lasers when they built this place. There's gotta be something we can do to get past them.
Oh, don't worry, little heroes.
Feels like they made the lasers a bit faster too.
For you to play with.
The prisoners have hacked into the security network. They're in control of all the raft's heavy weapons.
Level up.
Yeah, the Infinity Trials are pretty challenging. You got to be like a couple levels above them almost to have any kind of chance. If you're using AI companions, that is. You can take on a lot more if you're just using regular. If you're playing with other people. His air attack's alright. It still seems like all these guys just have one air attack. Only Rocket and Groot, I think, are the dudes that have multiple. Blade's actual combos are pretty good, though. I kind of wish they had little name tags, like in Diablo 3, where you could see exactly what the guys are doing. I know they're color-coded, but it's hard to remember from like the 2 times they showed them.
We're going down.
To get past those security gates, you're gonna have to access the
Oh.
terminals in the proper sequence.
They fucked up my, There we go. Little speed strat there.
Nice work, team.
Those guys are on my ass. Usually you have a much bigger buffer. You can just teleport to one of them and you're done. You don't have to dick around with the puzzle. So far, the DLC characters seem alright. Like, that you get 12 of them in the pack is pretty good. I was hoping there'd be like another, an actual story thing. I was pretty sure that was promised, but it seems like that does not exist here. I feel like Punisher's heavy attack hit a hell of a lot harder than it actually does. It's a little bit weak. That hits really good though. This is after having like a lot of the Alliance enhancement notes too. I can only imagine how weak it would be like straight out of the gate.
Symbiote is still vulnerable to sonic attacks. Maybe we can use the prison alarm system against it.
Oh, he can get fried, shit. That's what sucks when he starts targeting the computer. If you don't switch to him quick enough, you actually might waste like the free stun you get. And that thing's got some serious range, holy shit. There we go. Ah, another waste. These guys do have a shitload of piercing on their attacks, at least that's the one upside. Although I'd gladly trade Stagger for piercing any day. I'd be curious to run this mode with like a legitimate team with perfect synergies and stuff. When they're actually like level 40 as well. I feel like you go like twice as fast as these guys.
Free time. Nice to finally have some backup. Thought I'd have to clean up this mess all by myself.
I'm letting these prisoners out early for bad behavior.
Oh, come on! You have got to be kidding me!
It's amazing what a difference having like a good stagger attack is. Morbius is doing like 90% of the work here.
The Goblin must have reprogrammed the security gates. He's trying to slow you down.
Never let walls hold me back before. Not about to start now.
Yes. How come they can never make getting out of prison easy? Oh, right.
Oh, I wonder if they added special chests too, because I know they keep track of that on the other difficulties. They might actually give you some good shit for getting all the unlockable stuff. The one upside is the experience seems pretty juiced in this mode. Rightfully so, considering how much tougher it is than even like Superior. So on this fight, ideally you don't burn. God, I got all these. Definitely try to save the ultimates for Mysterio because you can nuke him in one shot on most difficulties. But my God, the kids are a hell of a lot harder than they were before. Poor Ms. Marvel.
Cool. This is totally what oppression looks like.
She looks alright in the new Avengers game. Not too bad.
In a fair trial.
Man, my biggest mistake was not getting the upgrade to make these attacks uninterruptible.
All the way to an alternate reality to get thrown in a prison cell. I could have just stayed home for that.
One more and you get a treat, Lockjaw.
When I get out of here, I'm really gonna let you have it. Just give me like 10, 15 minutes to recover. Okay? Thanks.
I had higher hopes for these young champions. If you think you can defeat me, you are deceiving yourselves.
You thought that hurt.
Oh, this dude took some freaking damage. Holy shit. See if this works. Nope. Man, this like smoke cloud shit is really tough to deal with. Barraza Shack is so weak, I had to stop using that. Dude, I'm glad you got your graphics card upgrade code. It's a long time coming, jeez.
It's not my fault you don't appreciate real showmanship.
That was the other thing too, that Avengers game is supposed to be like 10 to 12 hours story-wise. They said there's up to like 30, I guess. If you do like all side content. It's supposed to be paced like a Tomb Raider game that they've been cranking out lately.
You heroes just won't
Kind of surprised because all the rumors it was supposed to be like a games as a service game that they're going to keep like supporting. But like 10 to 12 hours probably won't cut it. But let's see how this paralysis works. Not very well. Oh my god. Morbius is so dead. Wow, that sniper shit is awesome though. Makes sense, the sniper enemies are the most dangerous ones in the game. Man, the amount of damage a slam does compared to the barrage is supposed to be like A or B damage. They never really fixed that in this game. The slam attacks are just so much more efficient, like in every which way. When you're not getting horribly interrupted, that is. That resurrection shit is diesel. Really prolongs a lot of these battles. It's a shame they didn't make this difficulty balance for, you know, like level 80 to 100 or something. Give some like quality endgame content. Like at level 40, you have to intentionally gimp yourself like this to make it a reasonable challenge.
Next stop, the Raft's main control room. If the Goblin wants to break out, he'll have to do it from there.
And once that force field goes down, Manhattan becomes supervillain central.
Be honest, it kinda already is, right? Why else would so many of you guys live there? Technically, I live in Jersey, but I get your point.
First floor, supervillains and butt kickers.
Oh god, he's got slow in between the bubble. That's pretty rough. It seems like Morbius can't latch on to the bigger enemies, which kind of sucks. Also, Punisher is not aiming Hawkeye. Definitely does not have that superpower, I guess. I'm really surprised Blade didn't get a charge move, like a proper one. Dealing like a ton of stagger. He feels like he'd be in a Gamora, like, Psylocke archetype, but he just doesn't have it. Gonna try to pop the ultimates on the second phase, see if I can get that in one cycle. Although he's got so much health, it might have been better off just popping it early and could have potentially built it back up. Thank you.
It cannot be. Ugh. Make way! I have returned! You heroes lash out with brute force against those who threaten you intellectually. You cannot lock one as brilliant as I away in a cage.
This difficulty feels like it'd be almost impossible if I didn't have the healing stuff going on with extreme attacks.
You meddlesome morons are always getting in my way!
Because these dudes are hitting like tanks.
I am your superior!
Oh my god, it's so close. One more shot. Nice, nice. I wasn't quite sure that was going to work in one cycle.
Goblin can escape while the raft's force field is still up, but I'm starting to wonder if that lunatic has a different plan in his warped mind.
Oh man, how come I always have to fight him in high places? It never ends well.
That's a pretty great line from Spider-Man I never noticed until the other day. Shit is really good.
Stone was delivered to me by fate.
Nice.
You'll never take it away from me. I've got plenty of time to kill. This is more fun than I expected. Hey, that's my trick. Hands off, heroes. Get your own toys.
Damn, they still didn't fix that where he really doesn't take damage like he's supposed to. That's a shame.
You should know by now. I'm made from tougher stuff than that.
Like if you hit him too early here, yeah, case in point. He did nothing to his stagger bar if you hit him like point blank. Yo, Nexus, how's it going, dude? Hope your week's off to a good start, man. Oh, that was dumb.
Your turn to suffer.
This should be pretty close.
And enjoy this. It's not easy being green. I'm going to save Spider-Man for last.
Oh, shit. He still might get hit. Nice. That was not a guarantee. Damn, killed him with his own bomb.
Nice work, so.
It's the first time I've remembered to split all night properly. Only missed the first 3. Looking like it'll be another exhausting week. Aw, damn, sorry to hear, man. Yeah, I probably won't be on tomorrow night just because I think I have another job that has to get done. But hopefully, like, Thursday and definitely Friday, Saturday, I'll be on quite a bit. Thanks, Nexus. Jesus. That B rank.
Took you long enough. Good thing I charge by the hour. Sorry, gang. I've got another lead to follow up on. I'll meet up with you a bit later, but I'll stay in touch just in case, okay?
Oh, did I mention that the ancient ninja temple is guarded by actual ninjas? If not, I probably should have. I'm betting you've noticed this by now, but the Hands ninjas have a
We're only like a month away from everything, too. All the heavy hitters coming out soon.
That means the Hand knows
Ooh, that was bad. You can actually make that and, like,
At least not
skip
in
a
one
cycle
piece.
on this stuff later on. Oops. Yeah, Death Stranding's out in like 4 weeks now. I think a week from tomorrow, right? Whoops. It actually is worth it to backtrack than get eaten up by that. Those fights can last a while with the ninjas there. No intention of playing Death Stranding. We get Jedi Fallen Order like a week later. Pokemon will probably play offline for
Guess my
kicks.
source was right. My path was
And then
quicker
Doom
and
Eternal
easier
in
than
like 6
yours.
weeks, I think. Don't think you've ever played a Kojima game. Holy shit. That needs to be rectified, man. Metal Gear Solid 1 on PS1 and 3 are two of my favorite games ever.
Nope. Gotta keep the mystery in our relationship alive somehow, babe.
I like 2.
I hate to ditch, but I just got an
4
emergency
was
call
probably
from
the
a
weak
client
link, and
who's needing
5's
a lot
gameplay was
more than
excellent.
you. Get inside and meet up with the defenders. They'll help you handle it from here. I hope.
I'm not really feeling Morbius's vampiric abilities here.
Last thing, Danny just texted me and told me he'll meet you at the door. Knowing him, you'll probably want to stand back.
I might have to try these dudes on like a more normal difficulty to get a gauge on how hard they're actually hitting. I was kind of assuming this would hit like superior, but with extra modifiers on some of these enemies, which is actually what I had wished for a few months ago when this came out. I was like, it'd be awesome if they had Diablo 3 style modifiers on all the enemies, and they actually do here. They're not too bad. It just would have been nice on a final difficulty level. Have Phantom Pain, but never installed it. Shit. Yeah, I definitely wouldn't play Phantom Pain if you haven't played the other stuff.
That was a good
Kojima is highly overrated.
challenge still lies ahead.
I don't know about that code. Death Stranding I'm worried about, though. I must say that I'm not I'm sold on the game because I'm going to buy it and play it, but I'm not sold on the game being good, if that makes any sense. I feel like he's earned it. He's never really fully let me down on any game he's released. Even Boktai or whatever. If you remember that shit from like old Game Boy Advance. Dude, I don't think anyone knows what it's about. There we go. Now his damage should be juiced. It's funny that he's got the Ghost Rider chain. I don't remember that from any of the movies. More sold for Luigi's Mansion. I've never played a Luigi's Mansion game. Sad to admit. I got a GameCube like later on when there was other stuff to play besides that.
They chose a violent
I finally caved on getting a
what they sowed.
GameCube. I remember when Metroid Prime came out along with Resident Evil Remake. Those games still hold up phenomenally well for being that old. That's like, God, 17 years ago this year? Yes, it is, I think.
No other doors. Unless we find a way to open this gate, our journey ends here. I recognize this. It's the Azure Dragon of the East. This one is the White Tiger of the West.
Red Dead Redemption 2 PC port. Red Dead is... I have no intention of playing that. Although I'm sure modders on PC could clean up the movement and shit.
Black Turtle of the North.
I'm interested in Luigi's Mansion as well, yeah. I forgot that was coming out. Indivisible I will probably get this week, and I think I'll stream it. Looks like a pretty tight Metroidvania with a neat-ass combo system. Thanks to it being developed by the Skullgirls people.
My radar sense gives me an advantage, letting me sense where their triggers are.
But yeah, Death Stranding can go either way on.
Your safest bet is to let me.
I hope it's not like a 40-hour filler game either.
Away.
Like an open-ended survival RPG.
I hear more coming, like rats scurrying.
Because from what I've seen, I think the combat would get, or just the gameplay in general, would probably get older on them. At least for me. I know people are really into that, but never loved the survival genre. Damn, Morbius. He overshot them by a mile. There's the vampire thing. Does it only work on the Jobber enemies? That might be it, otherwise it's just a regular stagger. Which is still pretty cool.
You're going down.
Whoa! Look at that damage. These guys are definitely leveling faster on this mode, though.
This time.
Not that it's as fast as grinding some of those Infinity Rifts. But I would definitely say this is faster than Superior. Even though they're both 40, level 40 recommended to start with.
Your end has
I like his little Batman grappling hook attack, but it does not quite output the damage that it should. It's the one thing if they make an Ultimate Alliance 4, like they tease at the end, I'd love to see like multiple attacks in the air and the combo system to come back from like Ultimate Alliance 1. It's such a shame it's not there. Oh, that Dragon Ball actual like action RPG, that does sound really freaking good, Code. And I'm not even that big of a Dragon Ball fan. Feels like a game that should have been made already. Dude, where the fuck? Everyone else is just screwing off on the opposite side of the... Wow, they did no damage there. Screw Cyberpunk. I have no hype for Cyberpunk yet because I still haven't played Witcher 3. But yeah, if a lot of people I trust, including Nexus, swear by Witcher 3. Damn, this fight is a mess with all these ads. Usually you just kind of like ignore everyone else and go to town on Electra. This is a nasty combo with her having slow. I'll just get rid of these dudes first. Oh, I definitely can't. I don't have the time to stream like a 100-hour RPG. If anything, I probably should have got Witcher 3 for Switch so I'd actually have time to play it during like work breaks. Yeah, that was the better way to go. Those other dudes were pulling all the attention from my guys. Nice, there we go. Yeah, Deadpool without cursing is a little off. You can only do so much though on like a game rated like this. Just want to see what they give you out of this. It was like a cosmic XBQ. Just a giant ass red orb? That kind of sucks. Wow, so they don't even balance that. Good to know.
I will not be trapped in this accursed place any longer. There, an exit from this infernal cage.
Let's get this over.
Anyone else use some fresh air?
See, everyone always complains about like handheld performance and stuff. You don't need like that high quality of a screen on handheld to make a game look insanely fresh. Like the Vita screen was good, but like the old PS1 games look completely fresh 20 years later. Just based on it being a handheld. Much more forgiving. Oh shit. I should have saved it for the second room. Yeah, that was a mistake. This is actually a pretty annoying phase normally.
Do me a favor and die already. I have a reputation.
Man, and those random dudes can actually spawn with slow. That's interesting. And by interesting, I mean super annoying. Blade may be able to do this himself if he stops getting stun locked, that is. He does really good piercing damage compared to the others. Make every shot count and defeat Bullseye. That was actually appropriately timed.
You think you won, but you really missed the mark. When the big man
Something tells me that Kingpin didn't put his latest acquisition on display. If we want the stone, we'll have to find
Dude, that Punisher sniper rifle is awesome. I think only him and Hawkeye had something like that similar.
These have anything to do with those statues we saw earlier?
That's one of the few range attacks where you actually feel like the impact. Oh shit.
Here come more of the Crimson Ninjas of West Midtown.
I just fucked this up. It's not so bad messing up the first one though. But if you don't have it in position for the last one, it's gonna be a bad time. Dude, move it. I thought I was locked out for a second. Alright, we're good. This is also where Hulk comes in handy, because he can just, like, ignore these guys. Come on. Wow, that dude totally cock-blocked there. What? Damn, that's why Hulk's the MVP. He usually doesn't give a shit about people like on his back. See, now normally on the actual speedruns, this takes like 10 seconds to get through.
Much better feng shui.
The Moon Knight glide is interesting, but it's a little awkward. I'm glad they tried something else though for like locomotion purposes. It's really not great.
I do my best fighting in hallways. Yeah, but I prefer walls I can use to my advantage, not ones I can kick straight through.
From the gutters of Hell's Kitchen to the top of the world. Now, with this crystal enhancing my power, this city will belong to Chris Fisk.
This is good though. I should be able to build up enough extreme attacks just to rip them in the outside, as long as everyone gets pulled away by the ads. The ads are a bigger problem in this than any other difficulty by far, since they can get all the like Diablo style power-ups. Tell you what's disappointing too, Code. They don't have Blade with some of his classic lines from the movies. Some motherfucker's always trying to ice skate uphill.
To my demands, I'm afraid you're in for a very hostile takeover. Don't dare me. The price. Let me in on this action. Level up.
Is that like doing nothing to him? It's doing something, but not great. There we go. Not bad. Making R-rated characters family friendly never once in history of ever worked. Yeah.
If that isn't one of your infinity stones, then what the hell is it?
Never seen anything.
Morbius was kind of family friendly on the old Spider-Man animated series. He wasn't that scary for being a vampire in a kids show.
You guys are probably going to want to take a look at these things.
There's so many good lines in the first Blade movie.
My analysis on the king.
The world you're living in is just a sugar-coated topic.
Perimeter scans reveal no external threats to Avengers Tower.
They really should have included some of that shit in there.
Jarvis, I need you to amplify this frequency and trace it back to... Jarvis?
I cannot access the tower's operating system either, Iron Man. If our mainframe has been compromised, we are no longer safe in our own home.
Then I guess it's a good thing I own about a dozen others.
New Blade movie could be pretty good.
Glorious it must be to be
I'm glad they're finally doing that.
You know what? It is. It really is.
I would have liked to have seen Wesley Snipes back in it, but he'd have to stay out of jail for tax evasion, right? For long enough.
Help me shut them down, Chief.
We should be able to
Mahershala Ali could probably pull it off pretty well. I'm optimistic about that more than most of the like Phase 4 Marvel movies.
User override protocol A57 initiated.
Although it probably won't be R like the original Blade movie.
This should neutralize them.
Man, Vision looks so badass in this game, and they don't use him whatsoever.
I think you're gonna like what we found.
Snipes like 1,000 by now? I would guess Snipes is probably in his 50s, right? Whoops. Oh, they even take out the riffs in here too. That's good. At least the OCD in me will let me ignore most of these boxes.
To evolve machine-kind beyond our programming, making humanity obsolete.
See, Hulk can just take those regular attacks like nothing. You don't have to worry about the Ultron sentries. Like he would have already had this done by now. That might be the case for a lot of other big body characters, but I know Hulk for sure is the best. He's by far the best hacker in the entire game. Let's see what this is. If this is just another like red power up, I'll never do another one. He's got the fist power-ups. There we go. Yeah, garbage.
Iron Man's armors were designed to aid us.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Phase 4 they're doing Blade. I don't know what the release date is targeted though. I guess that makes the Luke Cage series non-canon in the MCU.
Tower systems restored to 40% functionality.
Hey, Avengers. This is the Wasp. I'd love to join the fun.
This is actually getting easier as I go along. I wonder if because they cranked the difficulty, they actually juiced the leveling a little bit. So it's possible to out-level this shit much easier than you normally would on Superior. Because what is this? No. Never mind. Level 56 recommended. No wonder why this is tough. Holy. Wow, I thought for sure it would just go up to 60. Because I'm pretty sure that's where superior ends, you're supposed to start at 40 and you get up to roughly 60. And then ultimate difficulty takes you 60 to 80, just about. Oh, that's funky. That dude's got magnetic traction. It's like pulling me away from this. Magneto's got to have that power up, I would imagine.
Power systems restored to 55% functionality. The doors to the living quarters should now be unlocked.
Considering all movies that the official lead flop, we'll see, yeah.
Let's get this over.
I think they can pull it off with that. It's also been long enough since the original, like, Blade trilogy. I don't think anyone's really got fond memories for the Jessica Biel, Ryan Reynolds one. That Blade Trinity. Even Blade 2 I didn't like nearly as much as the original. So I'm fine with whatever they do. I remember laughing out loud in the theater when he does like a suplex in one of those fights. Felt so out of place compared to the tone of the first one.
No such thing as a lazy morning for an Avenger.
Can I actually line this up? Wow, that was awesome. Alright, Punisher's redeemed just because he's actually got a diesel range attack. Oh, heavy attack's like a combo. That's why. Alright, he's actually pretty good. If you're gonna use his heavy attack, you might as well use all of them. Because that grenade at the end is awesome. Ryan Reynolds should get an Oscar for Deadpool.
That was tougher than I expected.
That's what I'm most nervous about, is how Marvel's going to screw with
This area of the tower is now secure.
the Deadpool series. Hopefully they just let like Ryan Reynolds and whatever production company they use like do their own thing still. But it would be an R movie under like the Disney banner.
The next wave in Ultron's attack. Keep heading towards the helipad.
Yes.
Never thought we'd actually get a good representation of Cable on film either. That was pretty awesome.
Who designed this room? Oh, right, me. Well, even if it survives Ultron's attack, I'm scrapping it after this and putting it in a Zen garden.
Nice shot.
Come on, Morbius, hold out, baby. You're supposed to be a scientist too. You should be able to hack this.
Restored to 65% functionality.
Oh, look at Blade getting in there. Dude saved my life there for a second.
Power systems restored.
Area 51 raid on Disney.
50% functionality.
I feel like that's the highest risk of getting messed up. X-Men's been hit and miss lately. So I'm fond of whatever they do with that. We got Logan, which I still consider like the best. It's my favorite comic book movie anyway. Also, not something I don't think Disney would produce, to be honest. Jesus, boys.
Power systems restored to 90% functionality.
Just a little further. The helipad is straight ahead.
This is it.
So this run, like, timing-wise, is like, it's pretty close to the mighty speedrun, I think. Namely because I don't have to level up these dudes, go through, like, the tutorial crap, and do everything else. I don't know how that's going to play out later, though. I could see some of the last enemies being, like, really challenging, depending on their, like, modifiers they get.
But at long last, the Mind Stone has unlocked my true processing potential. I give you credit. You organic life forms may be obsolete, but you fight as if you still have
I see the AI still eats all of those hits. This was the first, when going through Mighty, I remember the first time playing through this game. This is where the AI, like, really started to blow. They would just eat all of these attacks, every single one of them.
Even my most powerful attacks cannot match the might of the Mind Stone.
Nice. That should bleed through to his last one. Okay, good.
All you wish, you will not prevail. I have analyzed every possible outcome and prepared contingencies. Today, the age of Ultron begins.
Shit, they all whiffed.
Your attacks may destroy my sentries, but the one
I should have waited to pop the ultimates.
forged to perfection.
That's the worst thing when you have a fight with ads. The computer gets their attention pulled quite a bit. You kind of need like a command, almost Mass Effect style. Whoa! That was cool. He got caught up in the air.
Ultron sentries are willing to self-destruct in order to take us out. If we don't want to get blown up, we've got to bring them down.
Damn, dude. Like I said, this is where it actually got a little bit challenging. Okay, we're good now. Yeah, remember you saying that code about the anti-monopoly laws? The U.S. is kind of like a joke right now with that. I saw some crazy chart. It was like how everything's branched off of just like 6 companies. It was like Microsoft,
Ultimo's a walking weapon mass destruction. He may be headed for a
Pepsi, Coke, Disney,
easily use him to
and all the stuff you don't realize that they actually own and have a hand in. It's insane.
Hang tight, Avengers. Help is on the way. Just hold back that oversized Iron Man knockoff and clear me a place to land.
I really wish they would take another look at the, oh shit, I gotta dodge that. That does an assload of damage usually. That was 100% my fault. That Moon Knight's bleeding so hard.
Almost there, team, and I'm headed in hot.
Bad guys aren't gonna kill themselves.
Damn, look at Frank ending people's lives here, including his own. That miss. Thank God for those insane iframes on the dodge. Can blow right through that.
With the Mind
We would be forced to give their ownership away until below 15% of the specific market. My God. Yeah, there's no way. There's no way the Fox like
the weaponry required for the final battle.
takeover would have been allowed.
Be there at once.
Yeah.
Hate to break it to you, Viz, but Ultimo is nearly invulnerable. Any weapons we have won't work against him.
So Blade would be freaking awesome if he just had one good stagger charge attack, which he really does not. He's got that rising launch, which is pretty cool. Wolverine's got something similar that does a shitload of damage. So does Psylocke.
Yikes! Hot plasma beam incoming!
Ant-Man, get him under control before he takes out the whole tower.
Your time will come eventually.
And his actual basic attacks are pretty cool too.
Exterminate this oversized pest.
Ooh, that Punisher knife charge is pretty good. Not as good as this. That gunshot is so diesel.
So 8's proximity to the Mind Stone should enhance my processing power exponentially.
Does that mean you can shut Ultimo down?
Eventually. But first, I will have to collect data from the fallen sentries to locate weaknesses in Ultron's programming.
Sorry! What are you doing out there, Scott? Oh, you know, just grappling with a synthesoid the size of a skyscraper.
Ooh, that was pretty sick.
Typical day at the office.
That shotgun in the air. If only he had more, like, ways to combo people and take full advantage of that. He really doesn't. I'll tell you what fights are going to be an absolute bitch, though. It's going to be Strange and MODOK again. Because these guys do not have the stun to deal with them.
Has yielded desirable results. I may have found a pathway into Ultron's neural network.
Does that mean you can remotely lower Ultimo's defenses?
Affirmative. We may not be able to damage him physically, but we can disrupt Ultron's control signal. Weapons adjusted to target Ultron's core program. I have succeeded in lowering Ultimo's defenses. Target Ultimo, now.
This is for stepping on my favorite restaurant. Thanks for the backup.
Ultron's first firewall has been breached.
I have rewritten my code. Your efforts were for nothing.
We need to collect more data and search for another entry point into his system.
One of the best touches of this game is that you can actually knock these dudes off of, like, the platforms for full-on ring outs even when they have full health.
Whoa, easy
successfully neutralized. Ultron is vulnerable once again. Attack.
You bring shame to your artificial brethren, Vision.
I'm pretty sure he's the only one making robots look even remotely good right now, dude.
Ultron's second firewall has
There's
been
still
breached.
one more phase after
You
that.
will not corrupt my system again, my child. Surrender, and I will use the stone to permanently upgrade your minds.
Forget me.
Oh no. I think I just stepped on a taxi.
Save some for
Now you guys know how the answer. Use a little help, little buddies. Whatever you're doing over there, hurry it up.
Nice.
Mind Stone. All mechanical
Oh, look at that dude hiding out over there.
mind to command.
Smartest AI in the game.
And mankind will be next.
He's weakened once again. Activate turrets.
This is merely a minor setback.
Tell that to the people whose lives you just trampled.
Whoa. Not gonna get it.
More data must
Bummer.
be gathered from the sentries before I can proceed.
do it.
But I did no damage to that guy who was right over there. God, Morbius is such an animal. That should do it. I hope. Oh, Moon Knight, you gotta finish your plate there, dude.
Ultron is vulnerable once again. Attack. Ultron's final firewall has been breached. Initiating containment protocol.
That's about the halfway point, roughly. The last two levels are pretty long. I think this team's actually pretty decent for the Dormammu fight. That whole dark dimension kind of sucks. How's it going, Cosmic? Cosmic, dude, congrats again, man. I'm getting the AGDQ submission. Looking forward to that. Now I'm gonna have to take off work on in January, whenever you're slotted in. I'll have to make sure I'm there.
That's my team they're attacking. We gotta help them.
This blackbird to roost in a sacred land. Convene with the mansion's posterior, and try not to bring any uninvited guests along with you.
Oh shit. I think that that one's infected. He can heal the other guys. Yeah, he should have been the priority. I messed that up. Two for one. Wow, man, that is so good. That Frank Castle sniper shot, my god. Gotta pretend that you're working. No problem, Cosmic. Yeah, man, you deserve to be happy. That's freaking awesome. I think I'll actually be nervous on that.
Your grim count? Watch out.
Oh. You guys get the same color, excuse me. I figured, Code, you're on the overnight shift, running that security. Shit. It's actually a good attack. He wasn't doing that for me before. If you can get this and throw it in there, he bites it so fast. Wow, Morbius. Dude's got to work on his accuracy. Yeah, you might as well punt the human run. You got to get that donation goal. Ask him why not both. See, this is where I should be using Blade, just to bleed through the, with those piercing attacks. So much damage.
Why must we always do this dance?
Oh my god, Magneto's got slow, he doesn't have magnetic attraction? That should not be random on Magneto, he should definitely have that shit. Like Wolverine shouldn't even be able to move in this fight.
That's right, you better run. I'm gonna crush you.
The Juggernaut's inertia is impossible to diminish.
He's gonna bring down the whole flippin' mansion.
Clean up Annihilix. I will destroy you.
Oh, the AI bit it? Wow. At least it wasn't a teleporter. The worst would be like seeing Nightcrawler bite it there. Like he couldn't teleport away from that shit.
Oh, that was ugly. And I would know. I left the stove on.
Here come your dumb friends, boy. Now I can stop all of you.
Party time!
Haven't had this much fun in ages.
Juggernaut takes pretty good damage compared to the other guys so far. It's really weird that this team is like built for piercing attacks, not anything else. Pretty much everything they do bleeds through so hard compared to most of the other characters. That was kind of like a jump cancel shotgun with Punisher there.
Quick, this way!
Nowhere left to run, punks.
You think you
It's good you know that far in advance, Cosmic, too.
Allow me to prove you wrong.
Gives you good incentive to keep practicing the shit out of it to make it as impressive as it should be. Because that's a hell of a lot of pressure playing in front of like 100, 200K, I'm sure.
Training sequence initiated. Level Alpha.
Ooh, Danger Room. This could be bad. Depends what modifiers to give the enemies on this. The most dangerous one is the Shadowland one.
Be careful. These training programs may be holographic.
That shit's so cool.
They don't call it the danger room for nothing.
Tonight I shall feast well.
Gee, Blade's attacks remind me a lot of like Deadpool's basic combos. They feel a little better though. Oddly enough, some of these fights seem harder than the actual boss fights right now. On Nightmare, the Jobber enemies are definitely buffed more than anything else. This poison mix is straight out of like Diablo 3. It's one of my least favorite modifiers I had.
Level Alpha cleared. Initiating level Beta.
This is the one that's nasty with the traps on the floor. These do a shit ton of damage on some of these difficulties. Yeah, screw it. I need the health anyway. Oh, clearly.
Level Beta cleared. Initiating level
Okay, that wasn't
Gamma.
so bad. Boy, with how tanky these guys are, you build the extreme attacks so fast now. It sucks that everyone's got a useless ass barrage attack. And only one guy's got a true stagger. Pick apart Devil Hunter the way he did Human. Well, the practice for... That's true, yeah. Just like that raw optimization. Where you know, like, every orb is accounted for.
Level gamma cleared. Initiating level delta. Critical error. Power levels beyond maximum threshold. Abort training sequence. Abort. Abort. Abort.
Late game on Devil Hunter? Oh, I guess not having all the juice for False can really screw you up then, right? Devil Hunter Falseless donation? That should be a donation goal. Man, I can't believe he doesn't have magnetic attraction. That seems like a horrible missed opportunity there.
It's not too late to join me, X-Men.
Come on, Magneto! I'm not even technically an X-Man!
Okay, we'll eat a ton of damage here. Just gotta take one of these guys out.
Stop evolution.
This power is exactly what I've been seeking.
Damn, did Blade just whiff that attack? That sucks.
I shall build a new world in the name of Homo Superior.
Magneto should be able to stop those bullets too. Probably the best scene in the Dark Phoenix movie. With a Fassbender.
Slaughter them, Outriders.
Alright, this is one fight I still have to win, and then the next two you lose. It's so bizarre how they work that in. Damn, man, there's no harm in spending all your resources on Magneto, because you just get a full heal right after. Earn your false meters, thank you very much. You do on the new game, anyway.
The stones will be ours before the rest of the Black Order even arrives.
Badly moonwalks into the chat room. Yeah, and Mango, congrats on the new PB, dude. You're doing awesome starting to run that now. DMC 5.
Imbeciles! You barely survived facing me alone. What makes you think you could ever defeat two of us?
A brilliant observation, Liebchen. Danke.
When am I coming back to 5 runs? I don't think I do full game runs anymore just because I can't take playing as freaking Nero. Or, not Nero. V, excuse me. I love Nero. I like the Bloody Palace runs just because it gets right into the meat, like, right away.
Good news, Corby. For once, I'm not the ugliest guy in the battle.
And also, it's the fastest runs are completely ruined with the shenanigans in terms of revival. I would still run like full game all S rank runs, but that's about it. Try to get that under like 3 hours finally.
You'll waste your breath. And
Boy, that dude took a good amount of damage without me even attacking.
once you
You're supposed to be able to win that fight, I think. You get a box on some of the lower difficulties. It's just stupidly hard unless you're completely over-leveled. Now, this fight, I think, is one you're supposed to lose. 100%.
Alive?
She's back. How the heck can we fight them both?
If I run Devil Hunter. You know what I'd be more inclined to do, Cosmic? Is doing a no-hit run of the full game. Now that would be some sweaty-ass palms. Even just getting through to, like, Mission 9 unscathed would take a lot. Because of the stupid alternate Urizen fight at the end of 8. But that shit would be fun to me.
Keeping the stones out of their hands is the only priority right now.
I'd be more inclined to work on that than the raw speedrun at this point.
They're mine. So clouded with hate. If they catch us, we don't stand a chance.
we shall bring Thanos the stones and your heads.
Run all you wish. There is nowhere on this planet that is safe.
Damage boost?
What are you waiting
Nope,
for?
not quite.
Already, and leave the alien freaks to me.
Blade and Punisher were so hilariously edgy in the Spider-Man 90 series. God, I barely remember them in that. Daredevil was in there too, right? They had a lot of crossovers, and the X-Men looked so weird without like their trademark art style when they were in the Spider-Man one. They didn't look quite as clean. Gotta embrace the dark side? Never. Not on DMC. Gee, the enemy mix throws me off in Devil Hunter because I played so much Son of Sparta. Some of those rooms are actually harder, like, at least for me anyway. Like, instead of just nuking one Fury, you deal with, like, deaths and some awkward stuff in Mission 10.
Mindless ones. Their
Do the
only
broke shit.
instincts are to defend this dimension and to conquer others.
Hey, I landed the role of mindless one on this team fair and square.
We've got to stop these beasties before they overflow into our reality.
He was Peter Parker's lawyer, right? Wow, that freeze did some work there. Dude, do you know how they cast as Morbius in the movie? It's a shame that Freezy doesn't do shit against anyone. Morbius is actually a pretty fun boss fight to unlock him. Doctor, turn off my pain inhibitors. need to take a doom. Oops. Punisher, that 360 no-scope action right there.
That about does it. Tea, anyone?
Moon Knight does look pretty awesome. I don't know if they added, I think they did actually add extra cautions for him too. They might be unlockable with the shield points you earn by playing Nightmare Mode in the Gauntlet. I'll have to see what I can get after this run, hopefully. I think I'll be able to finish tonight. I kind of want to wrap up by midnight, an hour 45. We'll see. I feel like this is almost the same exact pace as I was running on Mighty, just about. The only difference is this is raw action and not using any upgrades and shit. I've had them locked in since the beginning.
The magic from this artifact is somehow powering the rift. Maybe destroying it will close the crack and keep the darkness from seeping into other dimensions.
Oh, nice. Just flew right up there. That's huge. Dude, I can't even get his thing on. Thanks for the follow, TNT Bet. Much appreciated, man.
These relics come in so many colors, yet not one.
Terminator and Spawn are officially in Mortal Kombat. That is pretty weird. I don't know why they do so many guest characters when they still didn't like get all the old ninjas back in, like Reptile. I know there's a lot of complaints about that, and rightfully so.
This rift is different. Strong. I can feel it. It is beyond the point where smashing some trinkets will seal it.
Yeah, I've actually got the follower alerts when I play on Switch Manga. Or when timing like DMC runs anyway. Damn, Morbius can't hack it on his own either. That's where Hulk is insanely valuable. He can just do the clap, and he takes these things out in like one shot. On any of the regular speedruns I do. Oh, whoops. I guess that'll work.
It is as I feared. More powerful magic will be needed to mend this fracture.
Cody, you playing Marvel while you're doing that?
To handle this one myself.
You bring your Switch tonight to work? One of my friends was telling me Ghost Rider is actually pretty diesel. His like eat chain attack that Blade has supposedly does a crap ton of damage. Man, all these effects, I wish they changed them up a little bit too. It's a nice little first attempt, I'd say, like mimicking the Diablo stuff in this game, but it could be so much better. Like, I guess you're just supposed to take these dudes out with, wow. That was a clutch level. So, like an inch away from dying there. You always bring your Switch to work. What else are you going to do for 8 hours? I did see Astral Chain was finally on sale for like $43 or something in Amazon Europe. I think it was Amazon Europe or Global, some shit. So actually might be able to get it there. I'm pretty sure no matter where in the world you are, it's like $48 now. And Rakuten was having good sales this week on Switch games. I saw they get the 15% off on like Mario, or you can use it on everything, but like New Super Mario Brothers and a couple of the other Mario games in the last year were all discounted pretty heavily. I think it was like $40 out the door.
All of these rifts lead to different dimensions. We have to seal them shut before the realities converge.
The Firebrand portion of the run. I still gotta try Demon's Crest on the, I think they packed that in on the Super Nintendo Switch Online. That's a game I never played. That's supposed to be pretty damn good. Like starring Firebrand. As much as I like Capcom games, I never loved Super Ghouls and Ghosts. That shit was like too hard for me even way back. Even as a kid, I never had the patience for that. Occasional round once every few hours code. Instead of round of drinks. The real question is, if shit really hits the fan code, will you use the Switch as a weapon? Like you got nothing else. Ooh, wow, that Moon Knight combo did a lot of stun and bled right through. Punisher's bleeding shit. Alright, that was good. If legit shit hits the fan and you run away, it's in your contract, own life and safety comes first. There you go. That's a good contract you negotiated then. This should be good. Yeah, this dude's doing a ton of damage though. That Moon Knight flash kick is so cool. Really need that stun. one more of those should do it. Nice. That fight was not as hard as I was expecting. Tell you what, Ronan was the hardest freaking guy so far. Security in the EU calls the cops. That kind of makes sense.
Pick up a little something extra along the way. Dormammu's toying with a reality stone's power. He's altering the fundamental properties of this dimension, right down to our perception of it.
You got a two-handed sword at home? That's awesome. Is that from like the Neo 1 Collector's Edition? They should totally have that. The Kusarigama, the old ball and chain. Yeah, look at that. They built up... I should actually play more for the EX meter. I should have put some ISOs on for that. Still builds like crazy fast though.
Dormammu is immune to the magic born in this dimension. But the reality stones created an anomaly. Dark crystals that we use to
here's the worst part of this game.
Dormammu's energy. If we can find them. These are the crystals.
The key is to not jump and throw that shit.
You carry similar ones already. We should be able to use these to erect a mystical shield.
Someone threw it away and it was rusty, and you can fix it up cheap and good.
But there should be more
Awesome.
as we traverse closer to Dormammu and the stone.
It's a Hanzo sword.
All of these winding paths and warpholes are giving me a bloody migraine.
Oh. I think the shit. That was not bad at all. Good. That part can take an eternity. Or at least what feels like an eternity. There you go. Yeah, whoever Moon Knight synergized with does a lot of damage on that. Oh my god, don't fall off. That would suck. I'm just gonna pop it. Fuck it. I think Loki's next. He's not a problem at all. Usually. Wasn't Morbius like pretty much helpful to Peter the entire way in the animated series?
Dormammu's toying with a reality stone's power. He's altering the fundamental.
I think it was during the episodes where he turns into like the man spider shit. I hated those feel like Peter had such a bad time that entire like season.
Heroes have no idea what you found, do you? I was keeping my eyes on you, but perhaps the time has come for fists instead. You fight with honor. That's your first mistake. Crystals, ISO 8, call them what you will. Soon, they'll all be mine.
Nice.
One of me was hard to handle.
Well, they kind of make it obvious which one's the real Loki in this. Might be the one with a giant slow field around him. Just a guess. Somebody synergize. Damn. Stupid of me.
The one true Loki doesn't crumble under pressure. Oh, what justice is could not cut in. Don't say so for me. Perhaps I should have thought this through a bit more.
One more good stun might do it if I can build up any kind of a... Yeah, there we go. Spirit, that is. Good. Not bad at all. He absorbed plasma with little suction cups in his hands. Okay, now I remember.
Well, that was certainly unusual. Anyone know what that was all about?
All that matters is that he is gone, and we have his crystals, and that Dormammu lies
Oh,
ahead.
this part too is painful.
Focus the energy from the crystals to destroy his enchanted barrier. We can't delay. Dormammu's shield must be broken.
It's all dependent on who throws me lasers.
The crystals and redirect the energy at the barrier. We'll need more crystals to destroy the barrier. Luckily, the mindless ones are bringing them right to us. Fantastic. The barrier is beginning to weaken.
Come on. Thank you.
We're almost there. Just a bit more.
Damn, that sucked. Really needed that. Might be able to just go straight through with the blade now, though. He does have a lot of piercing. Wait, Punisher's about to bite it.
We've breached the barrier. Nowhere left to
Any
hide.
standout music tracks in this game? Not really. Oh, the X-Men soundtrack is pretty good.
Accustomed to chaos. This realm may
It's where they lean into the guitars the most. It actually reminds me a bit of like Transformers Devastation music.
Suddenly kind of glad I didn't have those tacos after all, because I'd probably be spewing them back into my mask about now.
Alright, not bad. Already at Dormammu. This fight can go south real fast in a hurry, too.
Which sorcerer is truly supreme, Stephen?
Just really need good luck on the lasers.
Once and for all.
Something for me. Forget me. You can lock in my own realm.
Damn, almost got him in the first shot. Come on, give me one more good laser. Nice at the phase 2 already. Or not? He's got to be. This is where he starts putting up the wall, so it takes like two charges to actually get through to him.
Crystals to absorb his beams and create an opening for attack.
That was pretty lucky. Come on, one more hit. Nice, nice. That should break.
See that coming. Keep it up.
Tire of these games. You shall learn that Dormammu is always the victor, no matter the reality.
So close just because of that last bar, please. Shit. Nice. I think we got it. Alright, in good shape here. Yeah, no matter how much you take, I feel like you can only get it halfway down. You can't like nuke the whole thing in one. Oh man, that didn't count. That sucked. He's still dead anyway in one more shot. Dude, I think I shot his hand. His enchanted hand is where all his power came from. TNT Bat, welcome, dude. Thanks for the follow before. Much appreciated, man. Just unlocked Ultimate trying to get Peeps leveled up. Yeah, the best thing for that is some of those Infinity Rifts. It's insane, like how quick, like the Rush ones where you keep escalating damage. Those will level you guys up real fast in case you want to take other characters through. Because it's tough. Once you start Ultimate and like your guys aren't 60 and leveling up, it's tough to get them like usable, basically. Main team is Hulk, Wolverine, Cyclops, Captain America. Awesome. Hulk is my favorite in the game. Dude is insanely good. Yeah, the Wakanda riff is Diesel. That's probably the best one. I think level 61. That's what I was using for most of the guys. Cyclops, though. Cyclops Ultimate is so freaking sick in this game. I really wish he was available from the beginning. Because I would have definitely used him in the speedruns I did in this.
Has all of Adelon gone mad?
That's a cool custom animation, though, they made for Morbius. I do like that a lot. God, look at Punishment. Wonder if there's an unlockable Thomas Jane skin. Or Dolph Lundgren? I think Dolph Lundgren played him in like the god awful early 90s movie. You've gotten better Punishers as we've gone along. Although I did like the 2004 or 5 Punisher. Thomas Jane quite a bit. Kevin Nash. Blade felt the best. Blade's pretty damn good. He's got the best basic attacks by far, I'd say. I like Morbius a lot, though. It's just his like other two powers are kind of weak with no synergies.
How can I help you?
I think Morbius is actually doing all the work on this just with his crazy stagger attack. Blade's good because all his attacks pierce like crazy.
You focus on the upper primitives.
I should have known you were behind this, Maximus. Only you would dare betray a people.
I am nothing if not predictable. Isn't that right, brother? The silent treatment, as always.
I actually thought Cyclops and you know, we'll pop a couple of these for fun. Cyclops and Colossus feel much better to me than the 4 paid DLC right now. Cyclops has some cool, or Cyclops does have some cool custom shit, but so does Colossus. I was pleasantly surprised how awesome they were. Man, I should have popped all their ultimates. They're almost back already. There we go. Yeah, Cyclops' ultimate is the one that really feels like an ultimate compared to most people. Because a lot of the other characters just have like those crash down attacks, which look cool, but very similar. Even like Thanos' ultimate attack is not that special. His B synergy attack.
This isn't the first time Maximus has tried to claim the throne from his brother. Not even close. The guy's a brilliant inventor, but he's never been quite right in the head. Still, matter not, he is family. We refuse to give
Yeah, Cyclops has some cool shit though, gotta say.
to change his ways.
Oh shit. I should have waited till the second form to actually go into that.
Doesn't have to be this way.
Fighting my own flesh and blood over and over grows tiresome.
This guy's got the quickest recovery from stun in the entire game. Like, it's not even close.
Resist are almost adorable.
But he also, his bar is not that great. Gee, popping that ultimate early might not have been the worst thing in the world. I think I just earned it back for the last phase. Nice, nice. It's actually gonna work out pretty well. I forgot I'm not speedrunning on friendly. I gotta respect that dome. Oh, will he bite it from this? Not even close. Come on, Frankie. Cerberus World, thank you for the follow, man. Damn, everyone's bleeding on their, can't buy a synergy attack right now. This guy should have been dead already. There we go. That's what I was looking for like an hour ago. Sweet. It's by far the shortest chapter in the game, too. It's weird that it's just thrown in like that. I was kind of expecting, I don't know, like a 20, 30-minute chapter for each DLC. I could have sworn that's what they announced. There'd be extra story content. I guess they just counted the remix stuff. Like, it's cool they finally added the Diablo 3 modifiers, but it would have been nice to have a, I don't know, like X-Men should have a section.
This is Winter Soldier.
Like Asteroid M or something. I was actually expecting that when I bought the season pass before. Deadpool has a good ult. Yeah, if I run friendly again, I actually might work Deadpool back in, just have a teleporter for the last half of the game. Nightcrawler was alright that I had on the world record run, but his stagger attack's not great either.
These are the coordinates Bucky transmitted. So, where is he?
We've got company. AIM must have followed Bucky here.
It's an ambush. AIM must have expected us.
There's the emotes for your Cerberus World. That DMC5 Cerberus. Great name. My favorite game to play on Switch so far. I actually like this for pick up and play purposes. And that I actually have Super Tennis that I can play online with my friends. Same with Mario Kart. From Super Nintendo with online play. Even though the online play is a little bit off. I haven't tried doing it with the Ethernet adapter yet, though. Definitely want to do that this weekend. Switch has a lot of quality games and indies that I already played on like Vita though too, that I highly recommend. I think Velocity 2X is on sale for like $7 this week. That game was excellent on Vita and PS4. If you don't have that, I highly recommend that for $7. Such a good, pure like classic 2D game. But yeah, Switch's library is getting pretty crazy now. Since this came out, you had like, we had Crash Team Racing, which into Mario Maker 2, my friend Pedro. Fire Emblem I haven't touched yet. And Link's Awakening I haven't touched yet either. That was also like $45 on Rakuten today. I still want to wait a little bit cheaper because I have my old Game Boy Color Link's Awakening. I heard it was just a 1-for-1 remake too. So I don't really feel the need to get that. But a lot of good games on Switch. Also, the best thing about Switch is the detachable Joy-Con when you have like impromptu stuff at like work or wherever you are. Getting like spontaneous 2-player on Contra and shit. Or like the Capcom beat 'em up bundle for Final Fight. That stuff is awesome. I hope Streets of Rage 4 comes out for Switch as well. I'll probably pick it up for that. I think this is the game I put the most time in on the Switch so far. Probably around like 80-ish hours, I'd say, between all difficulties and like doing the speedruns. I own a Game Boy Color. I do own a Game Boy Color. I had Link's Awakening DX or whatever way back. I think I sold my original Game Boy Advance though. And I think I even traded in my SP, sadly.
Secured, and we couldn't have done it without you, Aurora.
Fire Emblem get 100 hours in code. I know, I really gotta play it. I haven't played a Fire Emblem since the Game Boy Advance one. They ever make an update to Advance Wars since like GBA?
That's part of a Quinjet. Good thing the Winter Soldier was built tough.
That means he's still out here somewhere. We need to keep searching.
Switch is honestly such an easy purchase. Just to get all the Nintendo exclusive stuff on one system. Get in there, Morbius. Nice. That was fast. Now, the regular campaign behind those boxes is like the single best upgrade in the game. It's like 1,000 strength.
We are easy targets where we stand. We must find a better angle of attack at once. Perhaps our enemies have unwittingly provided us with the means for their own downfall.
Whoops. Nice, good. The targeting on that can get a little bit wonky. And pro tip on this one, you don't even have to kill anything. They make it look like you gotta use the, like cover to cover mechanics, but you really don't have to do shit here. Just completely bypass that. It's even easier if you have Nightcrawler or Deadpool teleporting. Dude, Switch Pro would have been so good. The Switch Lite does nothing for me. As much as I want a true D-pad on there, I might get the Hori attachment. Froatsworth, howdy. Holy crap. Nice to see you on during the week, too. It's much later than I normally stream, actually, but... It's nice to be able to play games during the week again after last week, where I just basically was working 16 hours a day.
The fallen Quinjet is here, but the Winter Soldier is not. Could that be a blessing in disguise?
How you doing tonight, Froatsworth?
That parachute. The Winter Soldier must have ejected.
Got that C rank.
I knew it. There's no way he'd go out without a fight.
Knowing Bucky, it'll be one for the ages. Makes me feel sorry for AIM.
There. We're almost back to the capital.
Off tomorrow, so it's a late night for you. Awesome.
Hold them, my sisters. May Bast guide our hands.
Ooh, this is dangerous. Get up, dude. Thank you. Yeah, if you don't clean these dudes up in a hurry, they will end everyone you have. I should just kill him with Punisher, just for the payback.
But even the best warrior benefits from strong allies.
You don't want to mess with since it's not like a true speedrun, really. It's taking all these guys out in the back before advancing. Because then they kind of get scattered later. I do like getting rid of all the snipers first, but it might pay to wait on that a little bit. All these guys are all clumped up here. Yeah, I think that worked well. I gotta incorporate that next proper speedrun. I hope there's no stragglers in the back. Wow, we're good. That was nice. Even though you don't do shit at work, you want to go home? I know that feeling. Honestly, the days drag on longer if you're not doing anything at work. Unless you're playing Switch, of course, then it goes real fast.
I would gladly give my life for my king.
That will not be necessary.
Oh, did they kill that sniper already? Nice. AI actually prioritizing targets. Oh. Yeah, wow, they took him out. Hate not being busy at work is pretty much a never. That's good. It definitely does make the day go faster, though, I gotta say. That's the number one thing. Ooh. Frank actually is pretty good with that heavy combo. Nice. Managed to save all that stuff for later. Claw can be nuked in one shot.
That does not bode well. Not well at all.
If you let Claw live on his second phase, though, he gets pretty tough when he starts doing his, like, top man shenanigans.
AIM has taken control of the palace's defenses. We must destroy the control modules.
Once the control modules are destroyed, Wakanda's defenses will be restored, and AIM will be vanquished.
Nice, made it through. I had a hell of a time. Oh shit. There we go. The last speedrun I had last week was pretty rough getting through this section.
The statues under our control. We can show AIM what they were truly meant to do.
Did they really think they could turn a panther against you, T'Challa?
Marvel's lengthy game with plenty of content. It really is. On the reviews, I feel like hardly any of them mentioned there was like superior difficulty and
Keep the invaders at bay.
like ultimate on top of that past it. I thought the game was going to be too easy, actually. Mighty was a reasonable challenge. I think I died like 9 times. Like with full-on wipes. Wow, this dude got hosed.
He's giving us all he's got as well, and it's louder than the beaches of Normandy.
Nice. We're into the second bar. Or am I? It's hard to tell. There we go.
VIP tickets to a private listening session.
We're not here for you, Claw. We just want the Winter Soldier.
That's the attack. That shit just destroys the computer and me. This could be good. Everyone's right on top of him. One more stun, please. It's a good fight. Not doing. That's exactly what I did. I wanted to unlock Magneto so bad, and Loki. They're so cool, and Elektra is awesome too. I was bummed I couldn't put together like a team of Gamora, Elektra, and Psylocke for the speedrun. They're all kind of the same archetype, although Elektra's got the spinning bird kick from Chun-Li, which is pretty sweet. But those girls hit so hard, and their attacks actually like flow into each other, because they can pop up everyone, like on their regular combo ender, and also like their aerial attack. They just feel like so much better compared to a lot of the other characters. Iron Fist feels pretty good too. They just have like natural combos built in. Deadpool, Morbius, Venom, and Ghost Rider. Yeah, anyone that's got the charge attack is really good synergy-wise with anyone, honestly. And those rising attacks.
We must protect the palace.
I wonder how strong Morbius gets if you give him like the Captain America buff on top of it. Because when he feeds on one of these dudes like this, he's supposed to be enhanced power by quite a bit. And for whatever reason, Morbius doesn't use that much energy points. That many energy points in here. You can spam that charge quite a bit before he has an issue. Nightcrawler's still my most disappointing character in the game. When I first tried him, I thought he didn't have a teleport even. Thank God he's got the aerial, like, double jump teleport. I still expected more out of his moveset, though. Wow, this fight went stupidly well so far. Barring any disaster here. They normally don't cluster up that well. Back this way, right?
We must pursue him at once.
As long as that stone is in Modok's hand, none in Wakanda are safe. It is our duty to stop him.
These corridors connect the royal palace to Wakanda's city of the dead. The necropolis is where Wakanda's former kings rest in eternal glory. Tread carefully, unless you wish to join their ranks.
Stick to science, gentlemen. Fighting isn't your strong suit. Winter Soldier would have been a lot more useful down here with us.
If Modok is as wise as he believes,
Don't get
he would have
sniped.
retreated to these catacombs.
Okay. Look at that evasion, baby. That part is so tough when you try to go through naturally.
The remains of my ancestors. It is home to Wakanda's greatest treasure. Knowledge.
Modok is still using Panther's bodyguards against us. We need to take them out.
My father is buried here. I will not see this place.
Look at that evasion.
The path has been blocked. I think we can all guess what awaits us on the other side.
Oh, he... Whatever. Let's go for it. Morbius does good enough damage. Damn, that makes a big difference when like your flight character can take that out. Already on MODOK now.
Just beyond this corridor.
Oh shit, does that mean he's got life leech? Oh, I think it does. Wow. Alright, this is gonna be interesting. Damn, he never spams that purple stuff like that. And he's got the poison cloud. This is gonna be nasty. Just hope when I need him. Holy shit. Wow. I gotta get Frankie back up before the next. This phase 2 is no joke. Alright, there we go. Oh, I gotta respect this shit. We're not playing friendly anymore. This could be good. Oh, or not.
I'm going to take my time and savor this, heroes.
Souls are meant to be nurtured, not devoured and twisted to your grotesque will.
Nice. Should be huge damage here. It's gonna be close. Oh my god, one more? Somebody? Nice. Damn, that was hairy there in that first section. He's usually a pushover. Even on like a Raw Mighty run, he's never like that hard on the first section. How do I unlock... you unlock Thanos in one of the Infinity Rifts. He's like a level 65? It's actually pretty nuts. You gotta fight like pretty much the entire Black Order 3-on-1. Or 3-on-4 anyway. Feels like 3-on-1.
So strange, but so familiar.
I can read your every move before you make it.
Thanos was a little disappointing to play as just because his synergies kind of suck, and he can't pick up and throw like everyone.
That chamber. We should be safe inside.
There's no animation on the heavier enemies, which is something I wish they had incorporated. Because even on the boss fight, he's got an animation for picking up every single character you use. But not when you're actually using him. He can't even pick up like the heavier grunts. I'd estimate probably like an hour left, roughly. Asgard can take a while.
Sadly, there is no easiest
Especially without a teleporter. This is where having like Deadpool or Nightcrawler makes up a lot of time.
Don't happen to know anyone up in that fancy castle who can help us, do you?
The Queen of Hell has many powers, Rodent. Helping others is not one.
Like you just rip through these early sections so much easier.
Should we stray off course into that fetid ooze, we will surely join the legion of dead that dwell here. Insurmountable danger lurks around every turn in this realm. Choose your path wisely, my friends. This definitely is the same hell that I'm used to.
Ooh. Yeah, Thanos is still alright, but he's not like the overwhelming force you'd expect. Magneto's pretty cool, especially for a range character in this game, considering how bad most range is. Considering he's got like the only crowd control in the game, it feels like. Hey, got away. Ooh, is this game worth buying or should you buy Astral Chain? Man, if you like old school beat 'em ups and you're a huge Marvel fan, I'd say get this, to be honest. I liked Astral Chain, but I didn't love it. And I love Platinum games generally. They're both worth playing. This is a really good pick up and play game though too, if you have people to play with co-op as well. Although this game's a little rough with local co-op, I gotta say. The camera is whack in local co-op for some reason. Listen, how's it going, dude? But yeah, if you're not a huge like Marvel fan, I'd probably get Astral Chain, honestly. I've seen both games on sale now the last like few days, if you look out. Pretty sure on Amazon you can get Astral Chain for like 45 bucks.
You fought well, even in death.
There are bound to be more of these undead soldiers on the way. We better get moving. Better if you
Oh my god, this part is so rough.
Come with me.
Oh my god, can I get there? That's like the first time I've gotten through unscathed. Like, in an actual run. Dragon Age Origins, how's that playthrough been going? Listen. I want to watch more than I have, but I've never played Dragon Age, and I heard the story was phenomenal.
Be wary. The stuff of this realm was not meant.
Although there's so many like alternating things you can do playthrough-wise, it actually really wouldn't matter. It'd be cool to see the different choices. No problem, listen. Yeah, guys, Listen's fantastic streamer. If you like single-player games played at like the hardest difficulty levels, he's definitely your man. Very entertaining streamer. Dude actually beat Devil May Cry 5 initially on Dante Must Die. Dragon Age is amazing when it comes down to the companions and dialogue. Yeah, that's what I heard. You could like totally mess with them. And like they really give a shit about your choices too, right? You can't just bribe them Mass Effect style. Bloody Blade, thank you for the follow, man. Thank you everyone for joining me tonight. Sorry, it's like a week late. I wanted to play this last week, but just ended up working like 16 hours a night. Had no chance to dive into this. I did make a separate save file so I can actually mimic this run again. Because this run kind of gets silly once your characters are at like 100, level 100 or level 150. But I started everyone out at level 40 just to make sure it was like an honest playthrough. Oh, Bloodshot. No shit, I do remember you. Welcome back, man.
The gates of Castle Hela have opened themselves to us.
Yeah, listen, do you prefer Dragon Age or Mass Effect so far? We'll say like Mass Effect 1 or 2. Because that was around the same era where Dragon Age came out. Good to have you back, man. Damn, that snipe. That's so cool. That's pretty much all Punisher has, though, unfortunately. His other attacks are kind of like mediocre. You give them to any character.
Jeez, I've been on torture planets more welcoming than this place.
I think this is Surtur coming up.
Thy words if thou desirest, warriors. I shall prepare my sword just in case.
Hard to say since you only played first Dragon Age, comparing one game to 3 whole games combined in one story. Fair enough. Although I'm not entirely sure the other, like Dragon Age, is particularly good on PS4, even though it got a lot of game in years. Inquisition. Oh, Dragon Age 2 I forgot about. That got a lot of shit for streamlining the game as well. Oh my god, finish. There we go. All you gotta do in this fight is just get him stunned. Doesn't matter how much damage you actually deal. Damn, I really miss having Hulk. This is where Hulk really shines. Using Hulk's Gamma Charge against the guy who's up against the wall like this, he just melts their stun bar, like, right away. That was pretty good, though.
Come then, Surtur. If it is Ragnarok thou bringest, let us burn together.
You know what they say, team. The bigger they are, the harder they fall. Can we go?
Damn, almost got him in one shot, too. Not bad. So he's definitely done one more stun. These guys might even catch him with the piercing damage. Come on. Oh, it's a race. He lost his stagger bar first. There we go. Still addicted to Code Vein. How many playthroughs have you completed now, Code? I had you on earlier today when I got back from work. I was too tired to chat. But I was lurking. Code Vein looks solid, man. I really like that level design. Damn. Alright. Could have been worse.
Quickly, my friends.
Souls clone minigame with your character creator?
Not yet. And as long as the city still stands, we'll stand with it.
Man, those flame circles really tear your character up. How does that dude have so much endurance? There we go.
Dare lay siege to the realm eternal? We must journey to the palace at once and show them their folly.
Made any records on this game? Yeah, listen, I have the Mighty World record and friendly. There were 5 people that ran it, but the leaderboards got wiped at one point. Mine still stood though. There, I had to resubmit mine. I own the world record on friendly by like 20 minutes still, roughly. I tried to set it again before the DLC came out last Sunday, and I missed it by 17 seconds. I was surprised how decent the record was on friendly difficulty anyway. This one, there's really no way to make a good, like, balanced record on, like, this higher difficulty, unfortunately. Because you can bring... There's so much other crap you could level to make this a lot easier, including the characters. There's no good way to do it. I basically situated this to make it as, like, honest of a playthrough as I could. Where the recommended starting level for the, this difficulty was 40. I started the characters all at 40. Never touched them before this. Since these guys are all DLC. Damn, Morbius has no accuracy. Thanks, listen, yeah. I was actually tempted to go back and see if I could get the records for like Ultimate Alliance 1. Because I thoroughly enjoy playing that game still too. Even if I haven't finished it in like, God, over a decade. One more straggler. Man, the grunt enemies have so much more health than anything else this run. Kind of wish the bosses got juiced just as much as these guys. Would have made it more interesting. blood codes are classes one by one, so each time you master one, switch to a different class every 30 minutes. It's an interesting way to go about it, code. Nothing like vampires throwing missiles. I don't think you'll see that in the MCU anytime soon. Screw it. Did crank out 30 levels somehow, though, on this run. It's amazing how much like those 100% EXP boosters help. I've got like one on each Kai. I know you can actually get like a 100% teen booster, which is nuts.
Let's show these mortals the will of the gods!
Into the line, heroes. This city belongs to Hydra now, and we'll burn it to the ground before we let you have it back.
Fear that Hydra's barricade has blocked our way of it. But there are other ways into the palace.
Oh, whoops. Nothing like taking optional fights. Yo, Jimmy Tooth. What's up, man? Good to see you again.
When I was a boy, I used these tunnels to flee the palace and escape my father's wrath.
We will be lucky to escape them with our lives, Odinson.
Then nothing has changed in all these centuries.
You don't have the greatest aerial control with the glide.
Asgard have joined Hydra in their pursuits. This
There you go.
unholy alliance shall not stand.
Feels like controlling Sonic in like
Asgard's most valiant warriors to the dungeons. We must release
the Sonic 2 one on Game Gear.
Pretty, but it beats the raft any day.
That's a game I never finished just because I could not wrap my head around the controls that well.
I knew. I've not been a very good brother, Thor. Let me change that.
Jimmy Toofy, what have you been playing, man?
Are you kidding? You let Loki out of
Still on
his
that
cell?
DMT5?
No way that traitor's walking free on our watch.
Oh, the things I do for you mortals. More play things. New day of heroics. Should atone for centuries of evil. No?
Screw it.
Don't forget me.
Let's go for it. Man, their ults are kind of weak. Not hitting as hard as I would expect. Got 4 endings, 1 hidden. It's another pretty meaty game with Code Vein there.
None.
Wars ahead. Asgard's throne awaits.
Toughest enemies in the game, the laser grid here.
We got visitors.
Hydra brought quite an arsenal, but it shall not be enough to keep us from dethroning their false king.
Nice. That was not bad, actually. That can go a lot worse without a teleporter. So I think there's only one more big room fight, and then the Red Skull and Destroyer fight's not too bad.
Then the time has come to pay our respects to the Lord of Asgard.
Oh, this dude. One of those infected. Damn. Good lord. So much health in these guys, especially with the revival too. It's so disappointing that that attack is so weak. His little grappling hook Batman attack. So they should do so much more damage. Alright, last two guys finally. Yeah, Asgard takes a while.
Asgard will be ours once again.
Might be able to get it in half an hour. Take these last two guys in 6 minutes. Red Skull usually goes pretty fast. Yeah, he's gonna bleed like crazy.
And I promise you an eternity at my side.
Nice. Don't even really have to interact with the mechanics of this fight.
Yes, I have never felt such power. Finally, the key to victory is within my grasp. From On this throne, I shall rule the whole
Holy, that did a lot of damage though.
What spirit?
If he gets stunned, he's dead.
Delightful. Must I do everything?
Yeah, you're good.
Such disrespect. Bow to me, dogs.
The only tyrant who shall sit on that throne is my father.
Oh, he was so close. Dude was like invincible for 10 seconds there. That fight went well. Like the callback back to Thor 1 with this the destroyer fight.
The destroyer was forged by the Allfather himself to serve as Asgard's ultimate weapon.
Everything has a weakness. It is only a matter of finding it.
I have more than one twisted soul at my service.
These crystals may be our only hope to defeat the destroyer.
Damn, I gotta take that a little more seriously. Solid damage, not great though. Stun, please. Thank you. Alright, this is good. One more stun and I should be on ultimates again with everyone. Oh, that's so close. Nice. Shit. Like, two of those synergized charge attacks almost did more than my ultimates with these guys.
I feel.
$317. They have red on pace for like 353-ish, I think. It's actually going to be very close to the time it takes to do a Raw Mighty run with like brand new characters, new save file. Man, when this attack hits, it's so good, but when it doesn't, it feels bad. Not sure how I feel about Moon Knight's heavy. Definitely not as good as Blades anyway. Or Morbius's for that matter. Man, I want to play as the dog so bad. It's even him, I would like saying Colossus. Team Russia, they need Omega Red in this too. So close to that ultimate. I don't really want to pop it though, because there's a fight with the other dude coming right up. Not bad.
Door is open. This is why they are calling Cosmo Man's comrade.
Can't remember if there's one more outdoor fight or just, yeah, just straight into the boss rush now.
You could not defeat us before we possessed the stones. You stand no chance now.
Wow, this guy's taking a lot of damage too. Screw it.
Your soul is mine. Leave now, while your souls are still intact. Letting you live is a grave error on my part.
I need Blade to pierce through this shit. There we go. Nice. That flash dude does so much damage.
Do not allow the Soul Stone's power to corrupt you.
I'll tear your soul in two if I must.
Wow. Did a lot of damage to me there. I'd be just about ready to go after one stun though.
I expected far less from you.
Nice.
Time has come.
Oof, that damage when you need it.
That's one stone in hand. So, I'm right back to where I started.
Keep your eyes peeled for Thane. The Black Order may be holding him prisoner, or worse.
Punisher's really good. It's almost better to charge it up and not even use that as a synergy attack sometimes.
You truly believe you can win this, don't you?
Giant was already a formidable telepath without the Mind Stone. I'll try to shield us from her mental attacks.
Her having slow could be a huge problem here.
Your minds are my playthings now.
Nice. Trying to save the ultimate for the second round. On the world record friendly run I had, there was some crazy shit that happened. I couldn't even reproduce it the other 3 times I've gone through. She had summoned like sentinels, like right as she was about to or right as she broke into her second thing. And she was vulnerable for whatever reason. And she took the full brunt of the damage from one of those exploding things that the Sentinels have. Like their core, using them against her. She pretty much died in like, I don't know, I'd say like 30 seconds faster than normal. Because usually this phase lasts quite a bit if you don't kill her fast. There you go.
Maybe we can't stop the stone, but we can still stop the lady holding it.
Savages know better than to resist me. Prevail, no matter the cost.
Oh no. That was a little risky. If those things explode, you're pretty much shot. I might have been alright with full health, but that's something I'd like to risk.
We've got to collect them all.
Hey, you think this gallery has a concession stand? Or maybe a bathroom? Seriously, we've been fighting for hours without eating or taking a potty break. I can't be the only one who's gotta go, right?
Got the dude from Dimension X now. Giant ass rock monster. This guy can go either way too. He hits like a freaking tank sometimes.
Didn't get to smash Ugly Giant last time. I won't waste another chance.
Still hitting like a tank. Oh my god. Wow, yeah? Damn, dude. That hits hard as hell. That magnetism is the biggest problem. Very hard to revive your guys with that shit going on. Oh, that's the strat. You get in between him so you're actually sucked in and you still can maintain that. Damn, I was gonna make fun of Blade's throws, and mine was just as bad. Better level up in the DLC rather than regular high difficulty? No, the best way to level up is still going to be the Infinity. Like the Rush Infinity Gauntlets where you keep doing progressively more damage. There's like a level 61 in Wakanda and there's others as you go through. I think they're labeled Rush or Boost. Where you can actually like take guys that are not fully leveled and they'll just do so much damage at the end, you'll still be able to clear it no problem. Nice, that will be pretty close right now. Wow. Surprised they didn't make this dude playable with his little gamma charge shit there. But yeah, Infinity Rifts are definitely the best. The Gauntlet stuff might be good though at a high level. I have to check. After you go through it once, you can do it like endlessly. The key is though is getting
protective spell shielded us from the blast, protected the power stone as well.
If you start playing the higher end stuff like on Ultimate, like level 61 and up, you have a chance to get the
twist you to my whims and then rip you to shreds.
Like 100% EXP cubes dropping, like the blue ISOs, those are the best. And supposedly there's, wow, this is going to be tough without the whole clap. I usually rely on that to clear these guys out in like 2 seconds. Maybe. This guy's gonna be a pain in the ass on the second phase. Alright, into the second phase. Good and bad. This is where the whole clap comes in so handy. Because with these 3 guys out, he becomes a lot scarier. There's not that much you can do against these. Gotta say, your AI is always really good about healing your partners when they're down. Thank God, because all the attention's on you like 90% of the time.
I'll give you one you can't win.
Nice, this should heal up everyone. Kind of.
My master commands your deaths.
everyone but Blade. God, those attacks are annoying as shit. Alright, we're good. Oh my. Yes, yes, there we go. That was way tighter than it should have been.
We're more than halfway there, team. Just 2 more stones to go.
Oof, sweating on that last one. I had 2 revives, but if either of those guys died, I was done. That's also a guy I bit it on the first time I played through the game.
I showed you mercy once. Never again.
Of course she seems mad at her last time. We just sent her husband spiraling off into the abyss.
Next time I stun, I gotta pop that. Especially while everyone's like looking at the right spot.
What I grant you is welcome compared to what Thanos offers.
Level up.
We've played this tune already, Proxima, and this time you'll end up with me on the other side of the universe.
Prove why this stone was destined to be in my hand all along.
Look out. There's no telling where that stone could send you.
That's good. She doesn't hit hard at all. Because her second phase get a little bit frustrating with all the summons.
It ends now.
Forget how much I relied on Hulk for like these last few fights. He just tears into these bosses. We're on the side, like pretty much a death. Because she will like teleport you back in, and it basically just does him a favor. Damn, missed the stun. She really doesn't have much going on though.
I can summon an infinite army of outriders, but your forces will only grow small. Let the universe
Maybe? Damn, I think I missed with Moon Knight again. They're pretty generous giving out like the Cosmic and Ultimate XP cubes though on this difficulty. I've noticed casually just on the side. Ooh, that was sweet. It's a good finish. I think it's just Thanos left now. It's gonna be right around that 353 mark, I feel.
Where did Thanos send us to?
It doesn't matter. If he has the stones, we may not be here much longer.
Yes! Show me all the power you possess. And I promise, I shall do the same.
So bummed I had that death, like on Ronin. Everything else been pretty clean outside of that. Oh, he's got that magnetic attract. That can make him kind of nasty later. Wow. All right.
If it were not so terrifying.
Could not get away.
Limited power fits me like a glove. Don't you agree?
Got yourself some mighty fancy jewelry there, bub. Care to dance?
All this power. Where's the responsibility stone when you need it? No matter how pure our souls may be,
Holy
this
shit.
stone can still twist them into darkness.
This is by far like the hardest Thanos has been. Got confusion spells. He's got everything going. Damn, I already burned 2 reses and he's not even 2/3 down. He's close.
He tried to take us out of our element, but he forgot that elements are still mine to control.
Even with your combined might, you are no more than gnats to Thanos.
All that, we only managed to make him angrier? Solid work, team. Keep it up.
Really need Morbius to live for this ultimate attack. Shit.
Don't blame yourselves. Your failure was preordained.
Keep fighting, my friends. Thanos may crave death, but life always finds a way.
Man, that magnetic attract works the entire freaking length. That's insane.
Of unspeakable horrors. I can hardly contain myself, loves.
I'm curious if I bite it on this, if he actually is going to spawn with anything else, or if it's just like static. Like if he always gets this attraction power up.
Serve in the name of death, and I shall gladly deliver you to her.
I too serve death in my own way. It would be my honor to send you to meet her.
Death herself loves you, Thanos. That's insane. She's my girl!
I seek only to balance life and death. Your sacrifice is nothing personal.
FYI, I'm not technically from this universe.
That confusion shit makes it so much tougher to dodge all this. me that ultimate attack so bad. You're so close. Oh shit. Just gonna pop it. Hopefully this does it. Or at least heals him up. Oh my god. Wow, that was a legit Thanos boss fight.
Sweet release.
Dude actually made me work for it there.
It's capable of so much more than a lone gauntlet. It's unbridled power.
I will end you, even if it means allying with these so-called heroes to do so.
The energies in this place are unlike any I have ever encountered. It's tapped into the well of all creation.
See, these guys should actually be better against Thane just because of the how much piercing damage they actually do. They should be able to constantly force his stuff to transition.
There's nowhere in space safe for you to run.
Come on, kid. Stop using the space stone to port all over the place and let me get a decent Larkin shot already.
You stopped at one glove. More proof that you could never finish the job.
Insolent cur!
There we go.
I should have murdered you years ago.
His armor has to have a weak point. I just need to get close enough to find it.
Past, present, future. All time is mine to command.
We all choose our own path, and not even the times.
That's a decent start. He gets so much nastier once he starts summoning the Thanos clones, though.
Should have thought bigger, father. This power could have been yours.
There are forces at work in that armor you cannot begin to grasp.
If I live through this, I am definitely building my own infinity armor. Just so I can stop you. I swear.
Reality is mine to reshape as I please.
Here it is. Yeah, I'm not even taking a chance with this.
Death has come. The stones called to me from the moment I first saw them. We belong to
That healing a percent is like a from EX attack damage. That's the biggest thing in the game.
Fight them. You still have a chance to make things right.
Nice, good stun. I think he's got like 2 more bars after this, and then the final resurrection.
could have imagined such
Yeah, that's it.
Absolute power such as this contained even the noblest intentions. Trust me, I would know.
I must complete this journey, and any who stand in my way will fall by my hand.
Thanos needs no glove to claim victory. I will crush you with my bare hands.
To watch a noble young hero such as Thane fall from grace so completely is a tragedy that tugs at the heartstrings of even the immortals themselves.
Of all the days to finally become a hero, this one perhaps was not the wisest of choices.
Yeah, 2 more bars. I'm gonna try to hang on to the last one before
Your every move.
We have to fight against
his resurrection.
We can't let Thane into our heads.
Built a better universe. It must be from the ashes of this one.
Please, please, please don't erase reality. I really kind of sort of like reality. Sure, it's not perfect, but it's the only one I've got.
Sorry.
Nice, good. In really good shape to finish him fast after this.
That's what it feels like to be omnipotent.
Do you really think you are in control, child? The stones are using you.
Allow me to calm your restless soul permanently.
If I had a soul left after all these years, this stone might scare me a bit more.
Even with the armor, it's almost too much to handle.
Your mind and body are far too weak to contain such infinite.
Oh no.
I can barely absorb his enchantment
Poor Morbius,
power depth.
he's not gonna get to celebrate.
Even if his armor doesn't overload soon, Zane himself might.
You'll be sorry.
Well, maybe he will. There we go.
On your feet. I rise once more.
Ooh, just missed sub 350. That was good. Now the next step would be to do this and with like level 150 characters, everything maxed out, and beat it like 2 hours earlier.
Or even beyond it.
Not bad. So only the one wipe on Ronan. I was just not expecting like all the enemies to hit that hard. Once you get into that mindset, though, it's not too bad. Wonder if they give you anything else for actually beating Nightmare Mode. You should get a shit ton of the shield points, I would imagine.